Let me ask you something. When was the last time you trained your focus? You go to the gym to train your body, you might pray for your soul, but your focus, that's your mind's steering wheel, and most people are asleep at the wheel. Focus is the steering wheel for your future. Wherever it points, that trajectory, your life will follow. And right now, most people's focus is hijacked by noise, by entertainment, by comparison. They spend more time watching others win rather than working on their own victory. The truth is, you don't need more information, you need more intention, more focus, because whatever you focus on expands. And in this video, I'm going to show you how focus, not money, not talent, is the real foundation of your wealth. Because broke people focus on distraction. Rich people focus on direction. And if you can make that one shift, that one simple shift from watching others win and watching yourself lose, or change it. Don't from distraction to direction. Your life will multiply faster than you can imagine. So let's talk about it. Okay, number one, the focus trap. Okay, why distraction is keeping you broke? Let me ask you something. How much of your life is spent watching instead of working? Watching the electronic income producer, your smart device, your iPhone, your iPad, the TV, going to a sports game, going to a movie. How much of your energy is going toward things that entertain you instead of things that improve you? Because here's the trap most people don't see. Distraction doesn't look dangerous. It looks normal. Scrolling looks normal. Binge watching Netflix looks normal. Checking notification looks normal. But normal is the energy of exceptional. It isn't the energy of exceptional. Here's the part that hits the hardest. Every minute you spend watching someone else win is a minute you're not building your own winning team. You ever notice how people tell you every sports stat, every celebrity headline, every episode, they can memorize words of an episode, every TikTok trend, but they can't tell you their financial goals, their monthly targets, their 5-year plan? It's not because they're dumb, it's because their focus has been stolen. The device has trapped them. It's designed to keep you trapped. Distraction doesn't take your potential all at once. It steals it one scroll at a time. And distraction feels productive. You feel busy. You feel mentally stimulated. You feel like you're keeping up. But inside, nothing's being built. And here's the truth nobody wants to admit. You can't build a wealthy life using a distracted mind. Your brain can't be in a spectator mode and creator mode at the same time. You either cheering for someone else or you're training yourself. Let me ask you another question. What has distraction cost you? Opportunities that you didn't see? Ideas you didn't act on? Momentum you never built? How many times have you said, I'll start tomorrow? But tomorrow got buried under Netflix, TikTok, life. The focus trap is simple. You think you don't have time, but the truth is your time is being spent. You're just not sure how it's being spent. It's being spent on something. And until you take your focus back, your finances, your personal growth, your future all stay stuck. Stop being a consumer and start being a creator. Think about the way you consume content. Just flip it and go, how do I use that content that I'm consuming to be a creator? Okay, point number 2. Here we go. 2. Focus creates, that's the word creates, clarity, and clarity creates wealth. Here's what most people don't realize. You're not confused because life is complicated. You're confused because your focus is divided. When your focus is scattered, your direction gets blurry. And when your direction is blurry, your results seem random. But the moment you focus, you truly focus, clarity starts to form. And clarity is what gives birth to wealth. See, wealth isn't just about money. It's about knowing what matters most and putting all your energy into that thing until it multiplies. Let me ask you this. What are you actually focused on right now? Are you focused on anything? Not what you want to say, but your intention every day, feeding it every day. Because whatever you feed grows. Feed distraction, you grow frustration. Feed focus, and you grow fruit. Think about a camera. When it's out of focus, everything looks messy, right? When you're using a camera lens. But as soon as you zoom in, as soon as you adjust the focus, the picture becomes clear. Nothing's changed. The scene didn't change. Only your focus did. Your life works the same way. When you focus your attention on one direction long enough, things that used to confuse you start to make sense. Opportunities you miss start to appear, and the noise that used to distract you starts to fade away. Here's the chain reaction. Focus creates clarity. Clarity creates confidence. Confidence creates momentum. And momentum creates more momentum, which eventually, over time, creates wealth. Wealthy people don't wake up with more hours in the day. They just use their focus differently. They ask, what deserves my attention today? What can I ignore? What gets my full energy until it's done? Poor people try to do everything. Wealthy people focus on the right things. Most people are busy. Wealthy people are clear. Focus is the filter that turns potential into profit. Let me ask you another question. If your focus was laser sharp, if you only gave energy to what actually moves your life forward, how would your finances look in 6 months? Because clarity doesn't come from knowing more, it comes from focusing. And that focus is the foundation to everything, every fortune that was ever built. Okay, point number 3. Here we go. Number 3. From distraction, fit it in, to intention. Here we go. So now we know distraction keeps you broke and focus creates clarity. The next question is simple. How do you actually train your focus? Because most people don't lose focus, they give it away to everyone else who yells the loudest, whatever pops up next, to whatever feels urgent, but it's not important. They wake up and go straight into reaction mode. Notifications, emails, text messages, and before the day even starts, their intention has slipped away. Distractions happen by default. Intention happens by design. If you don't decide what you're going to focus on, someone else will. That's why the wealthy, the wise, they don't start the day by reacting. They start it with intention. They have a plan and a purpose. They ask, what outcomes am I going to achieve today? What do I need to focus on? What do I need to become to achieve that? What's one thing that deserves my undivided attention? Poor people chase everything that moves. Rich people move with everything they chase. You can start sunlight and spread it over a piece of paper and nothing happens. But focus the same light, the single beam, and it burns through steel. That's because what happens when you shift your distraction to intention, that focus, right? You bring it in. Then you go from a scattered light to a laser energy. Start your day on purpose. Before you check your phone, before you check your focus. It's the most important thing that you want to achieve today. Protect your intention. Protect it like it's money. If I told you that every minute was $1, you guard it, you guide it, you'd be more intentional and replace consumption with creation. Next time you catch yourself scrolling, ask yourself, what am I learning right now? Or am I just avoiding something? That might be too honest. Distraction makes you busy. Intention makes you wealthy. Focus isn't about working harder, it's about working truer. When you start living with intention, you naturally start living with direction. And that's where wealth begins. You create the surplus by cutting the waste and the distraction. Because at the end of the day, focus is not about doing more, because we all have the same hours in the day. It's about becoming more. Who are you becoming? When you stop living distracted and start living directed, your life, your money, your peace all start to multiply. Okay, lastly, number 4. Change your focus. I'll tell you what, you can change your future. All right? Change your focus, change your future. Here's the truth. You don't need more motivation. You don't need a new strategy. You don't even need more time. We've all got the same amount of time. You need focus, because the direction of your focus determines the direction of your future. Poor people focus on distraction. Wealthy people focus on intention, on direction. And wise people focus on becoming, being transformed, transformation. Think about it. You can't out-earn your focus. You can't outgrow your attention. And you'll never outproduce your priorities. When your intention goes, your results flow, wherever it goes, sorry. And if your focus is scattered, your energy will be too. If your focus is clear, your focus will have your future will have no choice but to follow. Distractions cost more than money. It costs you momentum. Focus is the currency of your calling. You'll never change your life until you change what you're looking at. Change your focus. So here's my challenge this week. What inventory of your focus? Take inventory of your focus. Write down what you did today, that you did on purpose, for a purpose. Where does your time actually go? No one's going to question it. Then ask yourself, is this feeding my future or stealing? Is this growing myself, or is it pulling it away? Because if you focus your attention, you can multiply your potential. And you can multiply your potential, wealth naturally flows. Your life is built on focus, one thing at a time. Every time you take your attention back, you get distracted. Take your power back. Grow, focus again. Stop watching other people win. And let's watch you win. Thanks so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you on the next video.